it's here from Pop Turnip speaking to Simón Hempe about Society of the Snow, which is streaming now on Netflix. Welcome to the show, man. Bienvenido a la entrevista.
Hi, Peter. So nice to talk with you.
So nice to talk with you. It's pretty crazy, man, because, you know, there have been a lot of people that have been able to see this movie, like even before Netflix, because it goes in the movie theaters and the film festivals. Now, like, more of the world's able to see it. So how excited are you that it's finally on Netflix, man?
We're so excited. I mean, since we finished the shoot, like it was like a 2 years process for us,
Yep.
and watching the real reactions of people, like with when they watch the movie and they get emotional with the movie and they enjoy our work, it's so good. We're so grateful.
How did this experience and the audition process and everything compare to like past projects you've worked on, right? Because you've worked on other things in the past as well, like, but this probably was crazy.
I think I don't have any project like this in my life because it was huge. We started the auditions on 2021.
Yeah,
like, we were on the COVID time, and the first auditions. I think the first three auditions. I do it like this virtual
yeah,
from Zooms and everything, and then we go to Uruguay
yeah.
like for 3 weeks, and there we got the chance to making the scenes like every day, and we made Kota Bayona there, and we worked so hard. I mean, only the auditions experience, it was insane, and and then the shooting, well, it's another thing, but the auditions were crazy.
And it's interesting too because, you know, you get there and it's one of these movies that from a viewer perspective, it's crazy because there are so many scenes, of course, the physical kind of components, the plane crash and everything, but also the mental state of all the of all these characters and the survival and everything. Was there one or two kind of like hard scenes that were like more harder than others to film, or were they overall kind of all pretty hard?
Hard scenes.
Yeah, like difficult
I
scenes to
think
film.
yes. No, I think as you said, they were all pretty hard.
Yeah,
The whole movie,
yeah,
but I think that the difficult ones were the avalanche scenes, because we shoot the avalanche for 2 weeks, and we were shooting like the plane was so small. We were too many characters, and the plane was so small, and it was filled with real snow, you know. So it got very cold there, and we were shooting like we were in the middle of the shoot, so our bodies were making our diet. We were losing weight, and with so many hours of shoot um, in our minds, in our bodies. So I think the avalanche was the difficult one.
and it is a bit
Yeah.
of and like again, I'm gonna put this in the description of our video because it is technically like the movie's out. It's a spoiler because honestly, no, because
That's what this movie has.
dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I've said this to other people. I said this to Juan Caruso as well. Like I cried during that scene, man, because it was really hard to watch because
Yes.
you're all for the first time with the circumstances laughing and like talking and you clap.
Yes. Yes.
It's
It's
was that hard?
the first
Was it
time
hard
when
to watch it back? Like because you see it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I think it's the difficult one. Yes, it's the first time they're having fun. They're laughing and talking and smiling, you know.
Yeah.
And yes, it's difficult. It's the I think it's the worst moment in the movie.
Yeah. I wanted to know, in terms of acting before this, you've done some acting here and there. I believe you've done something with Disney Channel as well in the past as well, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That
I
was
do.
was that Disney Channel Argentina, Disney Channel Uruguay? Was that
It was Disney Channel. I think with Disney Channel I made Intertwined. It's the name in English.
yes.
Entrelazados is in
Yes.
Spanish, and it was a show that I think it go to all the world. And before that, I made a series in Netflix also, and it's called Go Leave Your Way. It was we sing and dance and play basketball. It was like the first experience for me, like having the chance to shoot a series for 4 months and having a character that it's every chapter with his own story, with his own love, and with his friends, and it was crazy. But I mean, so different from this experience.
Well, it's not. Again, it's interesting. It's not technically then your first Netflix project then.
Yes.
Which is pretty.
I was on the beach yesterday, and some child recognized me from Go.
Yeah.
and I said, I'm so different from Go to Society of the Snow.
Yeah, because what you look like now and what you are inside of the snow.
They won't notice it is the same guy,
When do you find out about the scale? Like, you have people like director, music, people that worked on some of the biggest projects on the planet, you know what I mean, that are attached to this project, right? Like people that, did movies like Jurassic World, The Impossible. You have people that did Ratatouille, Up Music. Like you have big people. Like, do you know about that right away? Like when you audition, that Bayona and everyone's involved, or is it afterwards?
Well, the first time I read the scene, we got the first scene for the first audition that it was called The Snow. The title was The Snow.
Okay.
And when I read the scene, I realized. I could imagine it was from this story because it's a very popular story in Uruguay and Argentina, Chile as well. And I could imagine, but at that moment, I don't notice that it was this huge. Then when I have the chance to meet Jota, and when they told me the director is Juan Antonio Bayona, I was searching. I watched The Impossible, The Orphanage, Jurassic. So at that moment, I realized it was a huge movie. But then, yes, it's crazy. I mean, the other way, like Pedro, Luque, our photographer, and Michael Giacchino.
The music is the crazy. Music, and it's tough to say this because you don't want to take away from all your acting because your acting is incredible in this. Everyone did a good job.
No,
but the music in this movie,
crazy. I agree with you. The music is great. The first time we watched the movie all together, I was so in shock that the music was like. I realized it was so good, but not that much because I was so in shock with the images and like watching the movie for the first time. But then the second time I watched it, I go out of the cinema. It was on the Venice Festival, and I was telling my friends, guys, the music, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's so emotional. In every time of the movie, not only in the
it helps guide the story if you think about it.
For sure. Yes, for sure.
And what was it like working? Like, did you know a lot of actors? Like, because I asked this to all your cast, and there's some people that knew a few people before because maybe actors in Buenos Aires know each other. But like what was it like working with all the actors? Like, I know you became really close with a lot of them after working, but did you know some of them before the movie?
I knew I think 2 or 3 of my partners, but not that much. It was like, hi, how are you? but we were not friends. We were not friends at all, and it was lovely. I mean, yes, we became so close, like friends, but brothers, because we get through an adventure. It was so emotional. Not only the shooting, not only the movie. Also our lifestyle while we were shooting. We came back from the set and arriving to the hotel and talking about what we shoot that day and what we were shooting tomorrow. And and talking every time about the story and making ourselves conscious about what we were doing, and we cried and we laughed, like we said, wow, this is crazy. And I think all that experience make us like so close to each other. I mean, whenever I talk to some of my partners now, and we realize what is happening with the movie and how the people are receiving it. Yeah. We're so happy. We're so happy.
No, for sure. I totally see that. I'm like, nominated for a Golden Globe, shortlisted for Oscars. I mean, it's gonna get bigger and bigger. It's crazy. Enjoy all of it. Try not to think about it much, because if you think about it a lot,
that's what I was thinking while I was here. Because if you think so much about that, no, but it's crazy. It's crazy. We're so grateful, amazing. And the movie. I think that the movie deserves it, not only for us, the actors. As you were saying, like,
shout out to the crew.
The crew. Yes.
Give a shout out to the crew. Give a shout out in Spanish to the crew as well. I want them to hear this. Give them a shout out.
I can do it in Spanish, right?
Absolutely.
Familia de la Sociedad de la Nieve. Gracias por esta aventura. Gracias por estar agradecido de por vida. Y gracias a todas las áreas y a todas las personas que trabajaron con nosotros en esta película. Los recordaré por siempre y estoy muy agradecido de haberlos conocido.
If there's no crew, there's no movie.
If there's no crew, there's no movie.
There's no movie.
Family,
Yeah.
It was a family, not only the cast. It was a family with everyone, the cameras, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. The film is streaming on Netflix, so they got to check that out, Society of the Snow. Simón, muchas gracias, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Sure. Muchas gracias, hermano. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here.
Of course. Instagram, you have your Instagram account is the best way for people to keep up to date, right?
Yes, my Instagram account is Simón Hempe with H. And thank you so much. Thank you for hearing.
Of course. Well, this has been Pop Turner, youtube.com/Pop Turner for previous episodes. Society of the Snow is streaming now on Netflix. Until next time, this is Simón Hempe and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.